Hello, and welcome to the Mentor Connect Coffee Break. My name is Pamela Silvers, and today I'm your host as we talk about what is evaluation. Our guest speaker today is Lissa Wilson-Betchell. Lissa is the Principal Investigator for Evaluate, which is the Evaluation Learning and Resource Hub for Advanced Technological Education, grant number 1841783. Welcome, Lissa.
Let's start with the most fundamental question of what is evaluation? Well, at its core, evaluation is a process of learning. Program evaluation can help to answer questions like, did my project work? Why did it work? Who did it work for? Are there project implications for the impacts being equitable? What aspects can be improved? And what should we do differently in the future? So the learning from an evaluation should be driven by you, the project staff, and those served by the project. This might be people like the students you serve, maybe faculty you engage with, or business and industry partners. So we'll continue to talk about this, but the best evaluations are a partnership between the project team and the evaluation team. Your evaluators are there to be your partners in learning. They're not there to catch you doing something wrong. They're not there to mark you down or point out your flaws. They're not auditors. They're not there to conduct a performance review. They're there to work with you to make your project better and for the sake of your project and ultimately your students. So there are no failed projects. Just like in any science experiment, there are no bad data. All data are a chance for learning, for improvement. Unmet project goals are an opportunity to understand what didn't work. And knowing what doesn't work is a step closer to knowing what does work. Okay, so what does this really look like in practice? Well, boiled down, evaluation involves 4 main steps. First, asking important questions about a project's processes, outcomes, or other dimensions. This is about making sure that the evaluation focuses on the things that really matter. So this is where your project's learning desires come in. These questions really scope the rest of your evaluation. The next step is gathering evidence that will help answer those questions. So evidence for evaluation is often gathered using research methods like focus groups, interviews, surveys, or even observations. In ATE projects, evaluations, they often utilize a college's institutional data. Some data may come from course evaluations, or sometimes data for an evaluation in an ATE project includes feedback from panels of experts or advisors. Next, we have to make sense of that data that we collected. So we interpret the results and then formulate answers to the evaluation questions. So when it comes to interpreting and making meaning of the data that were collected, evaluations almost always look for project strengths and weaknesses. In assessing outcomes, we should determine the magnitude or extent of the outcome, as well as their practical significance for the people involved. This is often done by comparing to some sort of benchmark or standard. And then the final step is to use the information for project improvement, accountability, and planning. The use of evaluation findings for decision-making is a key part of the evaluation cycle. So I said final step, but this isn't really the final step because evaluation should inform decisions about the next project. And this cycle of learning starts all over again.
Thank you, Lissa, for that informative overview of what evaluation is. For more information about Evaluate, visit their website at evalu-8.org. For more information about ATE resources, please visit the Mentor Connect library at library.mentor-connect.org and put your keywords in the search box provided. This coffee break was presented by the Mentor Connect Leadership Development and Outreach for ATE project. You may email us at mentor-connect@fdtc.edu if you have any questions or if you have suggestions for future coffee breaks. Thank you.